Welcome everyone to this full moon reading. This full moon is on the 7th or the 8th of December, depending on where you are in the world. Please remember to watch for your rising sign first, as I'll be covering the houses that each of the houses that this full moon falls in for each sign, and then watch for your sun and moon sign to get the bigger picture. Please remember these are general readings, so not all the messages will resonate with everybody. Just take what does and just leave the rest. Remember, always allow your intuition to play the biggest part in your journey. Let's get started. Hello Gemini, welcome to your full moon this month of December. So this full moon is in your sign, and it's got the traits of versatility and curiosity. It's ruled by Mercury, which is all about communication, intellect, and your reason. Now, full moons are a great time to get results and clarifications from the intentions and the questions that we set at the previous new moon. It's a time of letting go what hasn't worked, what isn't working, what is no longer aligned with you. And it's a time of gratitude and forgiveness. And gratitude and forgiveness really help us accept, because the full moon is a time of acceptance, accepting where we are now, or how we might have changed, accepting on all levels really, Gemini. Now, if you're a rising sign Gemini, this full moon falls in your first house, and your first house it's ruled by Mars, and it's all about appearances, your personality, your outward personality, your self-identity, how people see you. So I'll just grab a few more messages from Spirit for this reading, and we'll get straight into the cards. Let's grab that one. Nice. Okay. So Gemini, we have the Moonology as your overall energy for this reading. We have the spirit animal, the universal Rider-Waite, and the Witch's Tarot as additional information. So you've got conclusions are within reach, full moon eclipse. And I really feel that, you've got trust in the magic. You've got the butterfly spirit. It says transformation is beautiful. You've got the Fool. Now, there is going to be magic in your life because there's something that's going to be transforming. So this can be relationships that transform. They either end and something new comes in, or relationships that transform from being difficult to suddenly there's a new understanding. There's new connection that comes, that deepens. It can be things about work. It can be your lifestyle. It can just be you, your inner journey. But I feel this conclusion, it's definitely has an ending feel to it, but it also has a feeling of being resolved, something being resolved. And I feel, Gemini, it's either going to resolve itself, and whatever this is continues and becomes better, or it's going to resolve itself by there being endings. Either way, Gemini, this is good. And this is good because transformation is required on some level. And look how the colors kind of match, this orange and yellow. And I feel this is drawing me to really link these two cards and say, you know, a caterpillar comes to the conclusion when it goes into its cocoon, and then the conclusion of it is the butterfly emerges. And there's this sense of transformation. So, you know, relationship will deepen. You know, it can be a romantic relationship that kind of started maybe casually, and suddenly now there's actual commitments that are going to be made. It can be a long-standing relationship that you've been drifting apart, and suddenly you realize, actually, do you know what? We actually mean so much to each other, and you reconnect on some level. Again, it can be a job that you realize, not for me anymore. Or you could move within that job, get a promotion, or move, you know, to a different department or something, and then suddenly it's like, bam, you're transformed because you've just found your place. This could be moving, this could be anything for you, Gemini, it could be anything, but it's something that's going to be profound. And it's something that changes that, or it's something that reaches an end, that brings a change of some sort. And with trust in the magic, with the white raven spirit and butterfly spirit, transformation is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is trust in this magic of transformation. And I think what comes out of this for you, Gemini, you're just going to think, oh, this is beautiful. This is magic. This is fantastic. I never would have imagined. There's an element of surprise here as well with the Page of Cups, because the Page of Cups, there's a fish in the cup. I'm not sure if that's going to show up properly. So there's an element of surprise. With the Page of Cups, you know, the page has accepted the Ace of Cups and knows that it doesn't have all the information that it needs, but it's going to move forward on it. And the cups are your emotions, they're your feelings, and the cups is the journey that leads you to fulfillment. And this is the start of it. And there is something surprising here. You know, magic surprises you. There's a sense of trusting, allowing things to evolve and transform. See where they go. And if they go, allow them to go. There's this sense here with the Fool and the Eight of Wands, that there's this leap of faith, or there's this trust. I'm really seeing this like trust in your reading. And he's looking up at the heavens. There's a trust. There's a trust in the magic. There's a trust in the universe. There's a trust in your higher self. And it's almost when that clicks in, when you suddenly realize, you know what? I'm just going to trust. I'm just going to trust that I will always figure it out, that I will always fall on my feet, that I will always, if I don't land on my feet and I land on my backside, I know I'll be able to pick myself up. There's a trust in knowing that you'll receive what you need when you need it. There's a trust that you don't need to push or force. And when that kicks in, that's going to transform something. There's going to be almost this letting go of control, I want to say, Gemini. You just let go of control, and then suddenly all this new energy, insight, information come flooding in, and then you've got this new surprising opportunity, this new surprising start. You know, the perfect sort of little story I can put with these tarot is, you're not very happy in your job, and you think, you know what, okay, this is not really where I want to be right now, but obviously I need the money that comes in every week, and I'm very grateful for that. So I'm going to accept that this is where I'm at now. I'm going to do the best of the best I possibly can in this situation. I'm going to start looking for something else. I'm going to start talking to people around me and seeing, you know, my friends and family, and see what, you know, if they, you know, talking to people often brings us this information or insights, or somebody might go, oh, do you know what, so and so just left their job, are you interested, they're looking for somebody, do you know, that kind of thing. But I'm feeling this is you just saying yes, thank you, I'm where I am now, not particularly where I want to be, but I'm going to make the most of it. And then suddenly, by doing that, it's just almost like everything opens up. It's like the caterpillar in its cocoon. It breaks down, then it reforms into a butterfly, and there's a point where the butterfly goes, right, I'm fully formed, it's time to get out, and it starts to crack the cocoon open. And there's this level of trust. The butterfly has, you know, the caterpillar's never been a butterfly. The butterfly has never flown before. But there's this level of trust. I mean, can you imagine a caterpillar crawls on its stomach? It cannot jump. So, you know, it's a leap of faith to come out of your cocoon and fly. But it knows that's what it's capable of. It doesn't, okay, if it had a rational mind, I don't know how butterflies think, but you know, it wouldn't sit there going, oh well, you know what, I'm transformed, let's go fly. You know, it's not rational, it's just something that it just knows. And it's that kind of feeling, Gemini. I hope that I'm explaining it properly. It's just this knowing without knowing without being able to explain it, and this sense of trust that really opens something up very, very beautiful, and really that transforms an area of your life, or it transforms you, or it transforms your life, Gemini. I mean, you know, it can be everything from a very small thing to your whole life that can be transformed. And I'm feeling like, I keep saying, gosh, this is special. This is special, Gemini. I'm going to leave you with those messages, my friends. Love and light, Gemini. Take good care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.